G'day guys, welcome to my Bonza channel, and today is my first episode in the latest series of my new playlist called My Mitre 10 Glynde Musings. And today I'm going to do a comparison between Mitre 10, yes, as you can see, I'm still in training, and my latest employer, which was Coles. And the first thing I'm going to be speaking about will be training. Now, with Coles, they used to just throw me on the checkout. Now, I've been with Coles on several occasions, and originally Coles used to be one of the best trainers in the market, but now they seem to have lost that. So like I said, they would just throw me on the checkout and leave me there. And this would happen several times, and I used to get flustered because I didn't know what I was doing. So in the end, I refused to go on checkout. And when they wanted to force me to go on checkout, I virtually said, unless they gave me the proper training, I would rather quit than go and check out again. And lo and behold, I got a couple hours training and I was fairly proficient at it. With Mitre 10, to date, I've had 4 one-hour sessions of training and I'm getting pretty good at checkout. Even when I forced Coles to give me training, I only got about a couple of hours. And I'm pretty sure that if I asked for more time to get my proficiency up at Mitre 10, I would get it. And so therefore I would say that Mitre 10 training far surpasses the Coles training. Now something to keep in mind is Coles and Bunnings are both owned by Westfathers. And I would assume that because that is the fact, a lot of the things that happen in both companies probably are the same. That brings me to my next point, which is customer service. Coles would always stress the importance of customer service, but I reckon they're lacking in that. I mean, look at the checkout experience. If you think about the checkout being the last port of call for every customer, then you would want to make sure that their experience at the checkout is the best possible, because if it isn't, doesn't matter how good their experience within the store is, if you stuff them up at the checkout, that's going to ruin whatever's happened before. That's my first point. Second point, in my time at Coles, which is almost 10 years, and you can see my last video about that up above there, the one thing that used to piss me off about Coles was the fact that they are always cutting costs, which meant that we didn't have time to fill the shelves properly. We're always under stress, because we're understaffed and we were still expected to do all the same work. It's impossible. And so, therefore, when a customer used to come up to me, and I pride myself on my customer service, I found myself at times when they used to come up to me and I'm busy doing something else, being short with them and not giving them, that happy personality that I know I'm good at. And my little guy in my head was saying, Peter, you dickhead, that's not how you should treat a customer. But I couldn't help myself. I was under the pump so much that I found myself doing that. And that was more than one occasion. And not only myself, other team members used to complain about the same thing. And as much as Coles used to stress customer service, if you haven't got stuff on show, poor customer service. If you're short with a customer, poor customer service. It's pretty pathetic. With Mitre 10, after only about 3 weeks at Mitre 10, I would approach a customer and I would greet them and I would ask them if they needed any help. And the lady was amazed. She said, I've only just come from Bunnings and I couldn't find anyone to help me. And when I approached someone, they virtually ran away. And why is that? I reckon that's because Bunnings, like Coles, their team members are under the pump. They haven't got time. And so they've still got to complete their tasks. They don't want to waste their time with customers, which is really bad. Whereas my experience at Mitre 10 is the exact opposite. We want to help our customers. we'll go up to them, we'll ask them, do you need help? And a lot of the times they will say no, and they'll go about their own business because they know where they're going. But those customers who do need help appreciate the fact that we go up to them. And when we do ask them for help and they say yes, they require help, we then ask them a series of questions, not because we're nosy, because those questions direct us into helping them find the right products for their situation. So that's point number 2, customer service. As far as I'm concerned, our Mitre 10 Glynde customer service out surpasses what happens in Coles. Product knowledge. Because I'd spent so much time at Coles, 10 years, I knew about everything to do with my products. I knew where they were. I can direct customers without fail to exactly where that product exists in my department. In Mitre 10, obviously, because I am a trainee, it's a lot harder. If a customer comes up to me and asks us something, if I don't know, I will find out from another team member what I need to know to help that customer. And that's like a two-way thing. It not only helps the customer, it also helps me to learn. Product knowledge in Mitre 10 is important, which is why they give me this trainee badge, because to let customers know that I am training and that I may not know everything. And even so, I will go out of my way to help those customers. One last thing, team members. The team members at Coles were great. They were, and that's not because anything that Coles trained them to be. It's just that that was the character that those team members had. And it was unfortunate that because they're also stressed out by the cutting of hours, that a lot of them are, since I've left, I know about at least another 4 that have left the store. And if you think about it, if you're not happy with your work situation, that is going to reflect on the way you interact with customers. Something that I've found out since working at Mitre 10 is, whereas when I was with Coles, I was popping antacids because I was getting a lot of heartburn. Since working at Mitre 10, that heartburn situation has disappeared. And I think that's because I'm not under the same stress that Coles has put me. And because that's true, I'm my happy self. And I'm sure that being so happy with where I'm working reflects with the way I interact with my customers and my fellow team members. Something else that I'll be doing with this latest playlist, Mitre 10 Glynde Musings, I'll be reviewing certain products which I purchased from my Mitre 10 store. I've already done a couple and I'll link to that above. I also hope to ask reps whether or not I can test out some of their products. And if they allow me to do that, then once again, you will find my reviews of those products in this latest playlist. If there's anything that you want to know about Mitre 10 or my experience with them, please leave a comment down below. I am always happy to interact with my viewers. Anyway, guys, that's it for my first episode of my Mitre 10 Glynde Musings. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up and please share it with your friends. And remember that if you haven't already subscribed, you can do that down below. You need to click on the subscribe button and then you need to click on the bell and select all, because if you don't do that, you'll be missing out on future videos, especially my Laughaholics video. I do a Laughaholics video every week and I reckon they're pretty funny. So guys, as always, loved having you here. I hope to see you with my next Laughaholics video, which will be happening later on in the week. As always, this is Peter from my Bonzo channel signing off. I hope you guys stay well and look after yourself. Catch you later, guys. See ya.